The ecologist warned us time and again that petrol is not only a blessing but also a curse. The content abundant in fossil fuels. The region is relatively rich in mineral resources, which account for approximately two-thirds of agricultural production in the area. Further soil is indispensable for a good harvest. A humid climate is characteristic of the peninsula. The active volcano erupts at regular intervals. The Panama Canal connects the Atlantic with the Pacific. The geographic features here are similar of our prefecture. More than not, famines are accompanying the plague. A devastating earthquake hit the state capital, leaving tens of thousands of residents homeless. Watch out, the ceiling is giving way. The weather forecast says the typhoon is likely to accelerate, approaching the coast. It's still in there the weather will be cold or not. So what? It makes no difference to me. It's foggy, isn't it? It sure is. That it just it'll clear up later on. For the most part, modernization is identified with westernization. Urban culture appears to be attractive to many people, in particular to younger people. AI stands for artificial intelligence. Household appliances are becoming more convenient day by day. My income is not adequate to provide for a family of four, but we have to make the best of it. The popularity of the website depends on its content. We've got to keep up with it. Once you fall behind, it's hard to catch up. As the technology rapidly advances, it's tough to keep pace with it. Now, and more people actually make use of the interactive nature of the medium. Innovation has something to do with the ability to notice unusual phenomena. A bunch of other companies are imitating our excellent methods. The once this body was transformed to a thriving hub of high-tech business. Although there is still plenty of room for improvement, his invention is superior to conventional equipment in every respect. The strength of the firm is attributed to its unique and future-oriented strategies. Sony has integrated a wide range of functions into this cool gadget. It's catching on from coast to coast. These two come in handy, so always keep it close at hand. In general, consumers prefer to quantity to quality. It's the other way around today. Obviously, the advertisement aimed at teenagers. The factory now can contract will assemble 1,000 PC units per day. Efficient machinery replaced manual labor. In those days, the gigantic corporation had a virtual monopoly over internal commerce. With restrictions removed, some of enterprises have come into being. As a result of his ridiculous venture, he is in danger of going bankrupt. Compared to the previous year, business is looking up in terms of sales. However, we have made of any profit yet. I'm going to transfer back to the overseas branch. Oh, I'll miss you. Please drop me a line. While he was away on business, his wife gave birth to a baby boy. Apparently, Nick wasn't willing to take on the task because it just had his burdens. Bob had intended to take her out tonight, but he had work overtime. Tweet estimate losses at Friday at the latest. I'll manage it somehow. Nick, I'm counting on you. Okay, I'll see to it. Thanks, I appreciate it. Don't mention it. He pretends to be enthusiastic when his boss is around. He got promoted at the expense of his colleagues. He should be ashamed of himself. As a recession set in, temporary employees were employed laid off one after another. Nowadays, there are many people are out of work against their will. Who is responsible for that? I've gotten pessimistic and worried about something I was never have been concerned about before. Today, even white-collar workers are confronted with great hardships. The authorities are striving in vain to stabilize the currency. We've come to the conclusion that nothing is more urgent than reducing Japan's huge deficit. The questionnaires were distributed at random. All you have to do is fill in the blanks below. Please in black or blue ink. In addition to a 10% discount, you can pick up an optional excursion for free. The entry fares to each destination are as follows. Don't forget to confirm your reservation in advance, or won't. Be sure to check in at least 45 minutes prior to departure time. I attached my necktie to my baggage, but soon came off. On average, these packages weigh 2 pounds. This plastic garbage bag is free of hazardous chemicals. This flash started getting dim. It needs new batteries. Excuse me, how often do the shuttle buses down to downtown New York? The motor can accommodate as many as 400 guests. This suite is 3 times larger than my condominium. Littering this facility is subject to a maximum fine of $500. That restaurant is always packed. Better make a reservation beforehand. Sorry to interrupt your meal, but like a word in your private. Can I get back to you later? The cook was astonished over his incredible appetite. What's going down there? I'm curious. I have no idea. Excited fans are hanging around the rear exit, hoping to catch a glimpse of Michael. On encountering the celebrity, they asked for his autograph. Whenever I go abroad, I suffer from jet lag and diarrhea. I feel sort of dizzy and feel like throwing up. You look pale. Take some aspirin. It will cure you of a headache in no time. I'm afraid of coming down something. You should take a day off. Some of the ingredients in this beverage are harmful, especially if you are pregnant. Good nutrition is vital for an infant's growth. Moderate exercise stimulates the circulation of the blood. My physician advised me to refrain from alcohol for the time being. I do want to get into shape and lose some weight, so I go swimming every morning. He caught a nasty cold because he stayed up late last night. The surgeon persuaded him to undergo an organ transplant. Since our father is bedridden, we take turns looking at him. Our hypothesis is that eating excessive amount of junk food contributed to our early mortality. The government did not take the appropriate measures to prevent the infection from the spreading. That means a right to resign from the cabinet. Many people regard a current compulsory education system as being obsolete. Many people are encouraged to me to fulfill my ambitions, to make his dreams come true. He got dropped out of school and made his way to Tokyo. What do you do? I'm a college student, a freshman at Harvard. What's your major? Philosophy. Tuition will be late by nearly 10% as of April 1st, 2001. I'm of two minded to whether to apply to scholarship or not. Give it a try. As soon as he graduated to Keio University, he took over his family's business. It was cut out of the military because of its rigid discipline. I am determined to make a living as a playwright at all costs. As he grew up, he learned to put things in perspective. Conformity is an essential element of our homogeneous community. I'd rather go more totally for a company. But trying to fit in a modern non-sleep that probably he takes after his uncle in person. I mean, obsessed by nature, he never gives in. When a time is ripe, be bold and go for it. I'll stand by you. I'll stand up for what I believe in and won't yield to any threats. If only I could conquer my weaknesses. It's up to you. You should make the most of this rare opportunity to demonstrate your talent. You won't let me down. I have great faith in you. You can make it. The spectators were moved by her graceful performance. In 1995, Ando received architecture's most prestigious award. In the face of adversity, Mike accomplished an extraordinary feat. He deserves praise. He always was impressed with his eloquent lecture. From Rahab's background, he achieved worldwide fame. He accumulated tremendous fortune during the post-war era. He used to be well off and generous, but now he lived from hand to mouth. Lucas by no means satisfies his reward. He is selfish and greedy. You want me to $100 altogether, Bob. When you going to pay me back? I'm sorry. I'm hard up. Take one again. To Brown's surprise, his debt amounted to a considerable sum. Stop clinging to your glory days, or you'll be left behind. You cannot escape today's harsh realities, so you must adapt to them. Prosperity does not last forever. In other words, it will come to an end one of these days. Proper qualifications are required for the position. Computer literacy is a must. Enclose the arrangement in this envelope and submit it to the personnel department. It's optimistic to believe that things will work out. At best, there's a 50-50 chance. Registration forms can be obtained free of charge. Please give us a call now if you want to participate in the workshop. For further inquiries, please free to contact us toll free at 1-800-555-1212.